No one prepares you for this. Losing over 100 pounds, 40 kilos, but still feeling like a failure. That's how I felt. Hitting your goal of losing 100 pounds, you would think I would be extremely happy. I'd be elated. To a degree, I was. However, the real problem was I was operating from my old self. My old 165 kilo, 365 pound self, who was morbidly obese, who was never present. And I just could not figure out why I was feeling that, because on the surface, things were looking different. I was looking a lot thinner, my health was better, etc. People would be happy, congratulate me. But deep down, I just had this emptiness, this pit, which was like, I felt like a imposter. Real talk, I genuinely felt like an imposter. And this was because I hadn't identified or changed my identity. Because when I was going through that phase, I only operated from my 165 kilo self. My habits were like that. My mental operating system was that. So, despite me losing weight, my operating system didn't shift. And that caused a lot of dissonance. That caused a lot of unease within me, which sometimes, even now, I have this form of PTSD, if you will, that I tend to just gloss over the fact, oh yeah, I've done it now. But the reality was very simple. When you start achieving things, or a goal that you never thought you would hit, your identity needs to shift with it. And my identity did not shift in time. Hence why that dissonance or that anxiety was there, me feeling like an imposter, when in reality, I could have bypassed that and accepted the new me and celebrated the new me and saying, yeah, we've done an incredible job, pound the back, be my best supporter, you will, and do more, right? So this led me down the rabbit hole. Okay, now I've got to shift my identity now. What is the next thing? Because you don't just stop there, you also need to now become capable. And this was the missing gap, if you will. So there's a difference between looking capable and being capable. And this is why I started competing. It started with grappling competitions, which I won successfully by the grace of God, grappling industries. And this was even when I was 140 kilos, 145 kilos, you know what I mean? Just to figure this out. How do I not feel like this? So the moral of the story is, man, when you decide to do something impossible, or you think is impossible, and you achieve it, you need to now believe that you're capable of more. Hence why I started grappling. I won gold at my grappling competitions. It wasn't just about the scale for me. It was now about affirming this new identity that I'm a capable human being. And I think this is what most people lack in their life, that identity of, I'm that person who can achieve those amazing things and I can do more, right? And we see this in sports. For example, Kobe Bryant, who had the black mamba identity. And there's a great book on this by Todd Herman, the superhero effect, or superhero ego. I can't remember, but great book. Search it up. And he talks about, if you want to achieve great goals, you need to start operating from your future self. And there's a big psychology school regarding this. And this is what I'm currently doing. Hence why I put myself in a position where I'm going to compete in the hyrox in 2026. My current reality, as I said, physically, I can probably grind out. Probably. But it's very unlikely because it's a very endurance-based task. It's not like grappling where for 5, 10, you can have 6, 7 fights and you'll be okay. This is arduous, 8 bloody tasks you got to do. And this is consistently like one after the other, like very similar to CrossFit games. And this is me pushing the boat out. Like, I'm ready for that. I'm that guy. So I operate from my future self as someone who can compete at a hyrox competition. This is why challenges are needed. This is why you need proof of who you are. It wasn't just about the scales. Maybe this is something that you need to implement in your life. So what really helped me get out of this doom and gloom was accepting that I am that individual who does hard stuff, my physical challenges, i.e. the Misogi. Every year we choose as proof that I am a capable human being. Not only that I look like a normal person, but I'm also capable. And this isn't about looks alone. This is about becoming the man that you know deep down who you are and who you can become. Guys, with that said, if you're ready to choose your impossible thing for the year, subscribe now. The first 1,000 founding warriors will be getting access to our private accountability group to push ourselves further and to become better. We're building this together, guys. We're building this Misogi movement together. I'll see you next video.